Alright, people, how's it going? Let's see. So, as per my previous post, yes, a GameStop location banned me. So, what I am doing, I am taking matters into my own hands through legal. For anyone who does not know me, I am quite litigious. And it's because, unless you're going to put your foot down, people are going to walk all over you. So, not only am I now entering into this whole thing with GameStop, I've got the IAC thing going on still, which is it's a huge pain in the neck, but you know what? People that suppress channels like this, you see all these dislikes, right? That's an attempt at suppression. Then you have people calling me a scam. Frankly, I'm not selling anything to anyone here, and I'm actually buying this stuff. So if I'm buying things, putting out my own money, and I'm providing a little bit of insight onto how I do these things, then how on earth is that a scam? Tell me right now. I'm the one who's putting out the money. That's the problem with our generation these days. No one respects where the money comes from. So, if you tick off where the money comes from, it stops flowing. It's that simple. And when people and corporations in particular, like Interactive Corporation, formerly their group with MindSpark Interactive, which are in Bali, that particular group is it's Ask Applications. So if Chase Schwartz or Adnan Mohammed or Andreas Bravos are watching this right now, you guys can go collectively fuck yourselves. And note that you have brought down a tremendous amount of heat because I am going through the Department of Justice in the US, and because your company is based in the US, IAC is a US company, IAC owns a subsidiary, and just because they're operating outside jurisdiction, I can still pierce corporate veil. So these are criminal acts, and I'm going to file with DOJ under RICO predicate. CIA will get involved. You know, you don't do things like this. So we're going to try our luck here on these 2 packs. On these 2 boxes. Nothing crazy out of there, just normal stuff. Yeah, these foils and refractors are generally, you know, par for the course. So yeah, IAC is going to get sued, and I won't settle for anything less than $50 million. Because this has been going on for about 12 years with them. And it goes back to one of my ex-girlfriends. These people are real scumbags. I don't like, respect, or care about any of them. In fact, if anyone associated with that company were to die, you know, today, tomorrow, a year from now, I'd throw a goddamn party. Because those people are just pure shit. Now, something that people out here in Indonesia and in India, what they might like to hear is that these companies I'm talking about in particular, these US companies in particular, are operating as social engineering platforms for Israel. So, to be very clear, I am a military officer, US military officer. What is this one? Nothing special. And what that means is that if you mess with someone like me, that's a good one. Not that good. Means if you mess with me, you are going to tick off the federal government, as they have. So as you all can tell, this isn't just an unboxing channel. This is a disclosure channel. This is a channel that I'm using to expose a lot of corruption and nonsense. See, I don't know why the hell this even got in there, because it's damaged. You know, it really makes me wonder, what's Topps doing? But yeah, to be really clear, I've got it in for these people. That's about it. So here's how you actually run a business where you can buy and sell baseball cards. 1, don't take them out, keep them in the boxes. Buy the boxes cheap online and resell them online. That is not the game that I am playing. I'm actually a maniac who is a breaker. Meaning, I will buy the product, spend a bunch of money, and open it up hoping that I'll get one of the top cards that are out there. And you know what? Because I have a very good sourcing program in terms of buying from certain stores that I know don't get a lot of traffic, that's my edge. Nothing more, nothing less. Whenever something drops right away, get it before everyone else does. That's my game. So when you're doing the online game, and rice. When you're doing the online game, buying and selling online, you need to buy at the lowest possible price by stacking coupons and stacking discounts. When you get at the lowest possible price on boxes, you then sell them. You undercut the market. You're still doubling up your money because you've got it right, then that's about it. If you're greedy and try to go for the full thing, you're probably not going to move enough inventory fast enough. And what you do is you basically keep the prices of the market in check that way. Right now, Pokemon is so incredibly up there in terms of popularity. Here, let me show you some stuff that I happen to have here. So I bought these slabs. This one I bought for $45, PSA 10. This one I bought for $35, PSA 9. New cards, but you know what? You know why I spent money for this? It's because, 1, I like them. 2, finding a PSA 10 is pretty solid, and making sure that you don't waste all kinds of time waiting and hoping and losing sleep over getting something graded that's only going to be worth like $30 or something, you know, it's better to have it. And it might be worth $30 now, but in 5-10 years it's going to be worth 300,000-500,000 because there's going to be none of it left. So that's the game that I play. These are all real average, you know, they're not, these are basic. Basic. This one, also basic. Oh no, we'll see how, let's look at how good he is. Let's see, his ops, major league totals, his ops are .167. I don't know. This guy needs to he needs to do something. See, an ops card that shows low numbers is actually not a bad card. If their ops or ERA or anything, or WAR, if any of that is low and they actually are a good player, what happens is that card, because it's printed showing the low stats, plus rookie, plus chrome or foil or refractor, anything of that nature, that makes it unique. That means there are less of them out there because they were only during that one run. So other cards that don't have the low stats on an all-star are not going to command as much of a market value. So knowing exactly what these things are and what they're worth is a big part of the game. And never sell bulk. What I'm doing mostly is, I try to sell bulk to some people, but most people are like, oh, we don't buy sports cards. Or they try to give you pennies on the dollar for them. That's not how I roll. So I'm just holding on to everything until future notice, unless someone's actually willing to pay something around market price. God knows I have enough inventory. So let's keep going with this. So absolutely nothing interesting in that pack. Remember, people, we're looking for autos, we're looking for numbered cards. That's what we want. We don't want, you know, so basically in this pack right now we're getting skunked because there's nothing, you know, that's interesting being pulled. But the more that you pull these things, the more likelihood of getting somewhere. Now, this is all going into my critical mass of amassing thousands and thousands and thousands of baseball cards. And you want Chrome and Bauman. This is just Chrome, it's not Bauman. Chrome hits alright, Bauman is much better, but it's harder to get Bauman, especially in retail. Alright, so we got some stuff in here. Now this is interesting. Let's look at it. Finally something. Here, let me give you guys another look at this. This is a, what, 25 out of 250? Yeah, or no. 82 out of 250. For Masyn Winn. Among the war leaders. Alright. His first season wasn't so great in the majors. His first season, his ops was .467, but he's improved to .73, bringing his major league total to ops of .684. So that card could be good in the future, depending on how he does. I have to look into it. I don't know it off the top of my head. But yeah, that's exactly what we are looking for in these decks. We're not looking for the other stuff. Now, aside from that, we got what? Jake Loss and Sean Minea. Yeah, so these bronze cards are pretty good. But, I mean, they're still not anything to go crazy about. They're worth like a couple bucks. Retail wise, you can buy these cards for like, I don't know, $2 a pop. Buying them from someone on the street, it's whatever they decide to come up with the market price. Savannah is a buyer's market. You don't want it. I've never seen anyone successfully sell anything in this market that's decent, because this is like a race to the bottom. That's how the South is, which really, really annoys me. So if you're going to sell anything in the US, target LA, New York, places where people don't care about pinching pennies. Down here, people pinch pennies, and it's stupid. Quality and cheap never meet. Alright. I don't think there's anything special in here. No. Jackson Churio. And Lee, whatever this guy's name is. Alright. So, you know, this wasn't too bad. We got one numbered card, so that's good. We got a whole bunch of regular rookies and stuff. You know, this Churio is pretty good. To be honest, this is pretty good. These are the Brewers. So yeah, if you're going to do this where you buy and sell, you want to keep the product in the boxes. You don't actually want to break packs like I do, unless you want to hold them for a long time. Unless you really follow baseball. So that's not a get rich quick thing at all. So there's the highlight of the pack pulls. Thank you for your time. Hit like and subscribe, and we'll go from there. Have a great night.